Welcome back, guys. Hey, this is Jesse Saint, and what you heard right there is the only music you're going to hear today. I'm joking. Today I'm going to be covering and reacting to, analyzing the Super Bowl halftime show. That was a little joke about Bad Bunny. I haven't seen this. I don't watch football, so I believe that I am a great person to give constructive criticism to this. I haven't watched any part of it. I am a big wrestling fan, so I know who Bad Bunny is because he was on wrestling. And that's about all I got. It's a pretty long video, but I'm going to try and snip it a little bit. I'm just going to give you my honest thoughts on this. I have watched a lot of halftime shows just because I'm a musician to see kind of, what was going on, what they were doing, what the production was like. But like I said, I'm not super interested in football, so it's not like I'm biased towards this in any way. All right, let's get right into it. Let there be metal. Or today, I guess, let there be, I don't even know what, reggaeton, pop?
The National Football League welcomes you to the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show.
Qué rico es el latino. Hoy se ve.
Okay. Benito Antonio. And I don't think this is in Spanish. What is this in Portuguese? You'll have to let me know in the comments. Sounds flat. Very mumble rappy for this style, to be honest. And I actually have played guitar over on a reggaeton album with a Hispanic rapper before. His stuff was a lot more musical so far than this, but it's like he's walking through a sugarcane field. This is an impressive backdrop. Looks like they moved on to a different section of perhaps the same or different song. I keep looking at this like I'm going to be able to read it. I do speak a little Spanish, but yeah, this is Portuguese, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. No idea. I wonder what A means in his language, because he said it like every 10 seconds. Hey, hey. The dancing part is on point. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to trash this guy probably after this video, but the music isn't bad. Like I said, I like reggaeton. I played on a reggaeton album once, and I enjoyed it. I had a good time. This, on the other hand, I was going to say, he was standing on a square, and that's typically a cutout like that means that they're going to have you fall through the floor. I mean, whoever set up this production did an immaculate job as far as the production,
Estás escuchando música de Puerto Rico.
the backdrops, all the set design stuff.
Ella viene por ahí. Ella nunca llega sola. Todos los bandidos que sueltan la pi. Ay, ay, que esta noche lo que haya. Perreo, baby. Sabes que, baby. Ya atrás, baby. Hasta abajo, baby. No te quitas, baby. En la disco, baby. Ay, ay, ay. Perreo, baby. Sabes que, baby. Ya atrás, baby. Todos los latinos, baby.
I like the pickup truck.
Abajo, baby. Buenas tardes, California.
There we go. Nice break from that
Mi nombre es Benito Antonio
mumble
Martínez
rap over
Ocasio.
reggaeton.
Y si hoy estoy aquí en el Super Bowl 60, es porque nunca dejé de creer en mí. Tú también deberías de creer en ti. Vales más de lo que piensas.
Does he know how to speak his language? It doesn't. It seems muted. Now it is notorious with these kind of productions to have a dry vocal mic. But that man needs some work, some delay, some reverb, something on there. Ah, Lady Gaga. Finally, some talent jumping in there.
I don't even want to do this anymore.
I feel you.
'Cause you already know what you mean to me. And our love's the only war worth fighting for. Wherever you go, that's where I'll follow.
I'm sure this is all pre-recorded, but she's always on point. I love Lady Gaga.
I will love you every night.
Bad Bunny isn't convincing me of much right now.
Like it's the last night. If the world was ending, I'd wanna be next to you.
They should have just hired her.
The party was over, and I
They could have just hired Lady Gaga to do his stuff for him. That would have probably had a better result.
I wanna hold you just for a while, and die with a smile. If the world
And in person, she's super nice. I have met her before. She used to date Sully from Godsmack, so I met her once whenever he was dating her.
Mientras uno está vivo, uno debe amar lo más que puede.
Or music only. If they would have went music only and just had him dance around or something, that would have been an improvement. Stepped it up.
Y yo tenía muchas novias, pero como tú ninguna. Yo no tengo mi sol, me paso en la luna. Si te piensas me tiro de una. Ay,
Okay, now he's hitting notes and they're in key.
me llama mi loquita, ay, mi diablo me llama el
Perhaps nerves were a factor in the performance.
Baila, baila, baila sin miedo. Ama sin miedo.
That was a cool scene, the little trust fall. The dancing, the whole production and everything is on point.
Okay.
The songs have increasingly gotten a little bit better as he's kept going through this. This is a long performance.
¿Pero qué es esto? San Francisco. Disfruta que todo repite nada más. Ey, ey, ey. 4 de julio fue el de July. Ando con mi prima borracha Lulay. Los míos en el bronce, a ver lo que hay. Con la nota en high, por Washington hay. Willy Colón me dicen el malo. Ey, porque pasan los años y sigo dando palos. Vendiendo discos como Guado Frido Galo. El perigo es blanco. Sí, sí, el tusi rosita. no te confundo, no, no me revito, ey, un shot de cañita en casa de cañita, ey, PR se siente cerquita.
Perhaps this is just a bad performance for him, because I have to say, musically, this kind of style, reggaeton, lends itself to so many different vocal things you can do. As you could hear, Lady Gaga did extremely impressive singing over the top of that. When you have all those notes bouncing around like that, it gives you a lot of pivot notes that you can go. But he's staying on the root note and just coasting the same da 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 the whole way. Wow, what is that instrument? Kind of mandolin, kind of. And my point proven. He can sing. He's 100% on point. Oh, wow. I like the light poles that are hanging from the light poles and Transformers. What an immaculate set design. At least the workers got paid well on this gig.
Quieren montarse en la ola y no han ido a rincón. Un besito pa' abuela en el balcón cogiendo todos los hoyos en la Rubicón. Esto es PR, tierra de Maelo y Tego Calderón y de Barel que fue campeón. Primero que Lebrón, maldita sea. Otro pagón, vamos pa' los bleachers a prender un blon. Antes que a Pipo le dé un buffet. Puerto Rico está en ca. Está en cabrón, Puerto Rico está en ca. Ey, 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 pichea Martiva, yo me quedo en Palomino, ey, si no me voy PRD.
If anything, I think it hurt his performance that he just had two amazing singers, because it's showcasing how flat he is.
La capital del perreo, ahora todos quieren ser latinos, no, pero le falta sazón, batería y reggaetón. Ey, ey, pido con mi corillo que somos un montón. Le falta sazón, batería y reggaetón. Ey, ey, pido con mi corillo que somos un montón. Welcome to the Calentón.
I mean, he could take some vocal lessons and be able to do a hell of a lot more than that. Hitting one single note. All right, now the Mortal Kombat theme song.
God bless America. Sea Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia, Perú, Ecuador, Brasil, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Panamá, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, México, Cuba, República Dominicana, Jamaica, Haití, las Antillas, United States, Canadá, a my motherland, mi patria, Puerto Rico. Seguimos aquí. ¡Ahora sí!
Oh. I thought that was it. Wishful thinking on my part. Sorry, guys.
Muchas gracias. Debí tirar más
Killer fireworks.
The National Football
I
League
enjoyed the
thanks you
fireworks
for
more than
watching
Bad Bunny.
the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show. Switch to Apple Music and new subscribers.
All right, let's talk about it. I get it to refocus there. All right. Now, like I said, I try not to come into this with any preconceived notions. I don't know Bad Bunny's music, but like I said, I think it was about 3 years ago, I played some like jazz guitar and blues guitar on a reggaeton album by a rapper, but he was when he was rapping in the, obviously in the same type of language, he was moving up and down keys and doing all kinds of impressive stuff. The kid that I worked with, yeah, I don't really want to judge reggaeton music off of this, because it sounds like the reggaeton music, the music part of all of this, the instrumentation, having Lady Gaga, off the top of my head, I can't remember the other vocalist who was involved there. He's super famous. I know who he is, but he was spot on. That's why, if anything, I think it hurt Bad Bunny's performance, because whenever somebody is kind of just so and only has the ability to hit a certain note in their head voice, and they really can't just go above or below that, to have a world-class singer like Lady Gaga come out and start singing over the same type of music only kind of showboats you. You know what I mean? It only kind of showcases how limited of a rapper, or I don't know, whatever you want to call this, Bad Bunny is. Now, I know a lot of people were hating on this halftime. People absolutely love to talk about the halftime. They love to hate on it. Everybody just wants Metallica to come play the halftime, or really any kind of old school rock and roll band or old school metal band would be great. You would think, with the intensity of football, the fact that they're doing a sport that people get CTE, and obviously a sport that's very violent, would do well with violent music, like metal. You know what I mean? But the fact that every year it's just kind of some kind of pop showcase. Now, this was different. I mean, I did see, was it Kendrick Lamar the year before? I wasn't super into that, but I don't really know a whole lot about rap. I know more about reggaeton than I do about Kendrick Lamar's stuff. Like I said, love reggaeton. I don't think I'm really into Bad Bunny. Of course, that could have been a bad performance, but I'm going to say this: the guy does not have vocally. He's a one-trick pony, and that was very mumble rap-ish. When he first came out, all of the words were very muted. Even though I don't speak the language, I don't believe there is languages out there that go. It was just very like flat-toned, very muted. It didn't seem like he was expressing the words. His diction was not clear. And I could see that when the other Latin singer came out and was singing, he was 100% on point. And like I said, that really just showcased that Bad Bunny was not on point. It seems like his nerves got to him. In the beginning, he did even out, and as the music changed, he was able to flow better. There was a couple parts in there where I was just getting ready to say, like, he's starting to get it, and then it fumbled, and then they moved on to something else. There was so much movement and stuff going on. I will say about this video, before I give my rating of it, that much props to the people who did the set design, all the people who worked on this, the dancers. Everybody did a killer job, except Bad Bunny. So on this channel, I always rate everything from 1 to 10. I used to work for record labels and A&R, and that's what they would ask me to do. They'd say, hey, have you heard any bands that you think we should sign? And I would tell them, they'd be like, well, just give me a 1 through 10. I'd be like, that one band you sent me was a 6. The other one was a 5. The other one was a 9. Obviously, you want to sign the 9, right? Well, in rock and metal, I never ever give anyone a rating of below 5, because I love rock and metal, and that's the genres that I came from. I toured for 20 years in bands, so I will say that for Bad Bunny, not his music, not the backup people, not the dancers, just him, just his performance singularly, I'll give it a 3. All right, until the next breakdown.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. But hey, that's not all. Go ahead and check the description of this video and check out my Amazon affiliate links and a link to my shop. And you can find my original paintings, you can find prints, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. All that stuff really helps out. Just watch more videos. There's ones right here, there's ones right here. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out.
Jesse.